of graphs, and it involved DSU and BFS kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to prepare for these kind of interviews, you must be very good with your DSA and problem solving skills. Actually, ये मतलब ये myth है कि this is not for boys and this is for girls only.
सो गूगल स्टेप इंटर्नशिप के एप्लीकेशंस आर आउट एंड बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ये बोल रहे हैं कि क्या बॉयज इसमें अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. तो आई हैव एन एग्जांपल इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी हु इज अ बॉय एंड हु हैज क्रैक्ड दिस इंटर्नशिप लास्ट ईयर. आई हैव विद मी वंश धवन हु इज a third year student at DTU, and he applied for Google Step internship, was selected. He did his internship this summer, and I am here to discuss his entire experience. How did he apply? What were the interview rounds? How can you prepare for it? And कैसे तुम्हें ये internship में you can get selected, right? So starting with a brief introduction. Hi Vansh, can you please introduce yourself?
हाँ जी, thank you Arsh Bhaiya, and thank you for having me here as well. So I'm Vansh Dhawan, and I'm currently in my third year of BTech from DTU, and I'm doing my major in computer science and a minor in machine learning. And yes, as Arsh Bhaiya mentioned, I did my Google Step internship this year at Bangalore in the Google GCP, Google Cloud Platform tax team. And yeah, I'm excited to share my insights, my journey, my preparation, and everything with you. And I hope you gain some insights from it.
सर सबसे पहले ये चीज आती है कि मैं दिस इज द क्वेश्चन दैट आई हैव बीन गेटिंग फ्रॉम क्वाइट सम टाइम कि यार ये बॉयज के लिए है या नहीं है, ये गर्ल्स के लिए होती है, बॉयज सिलेक्ट नहीं होते. तो ये कितना सच है या कितना झूठ है?
हाँ भैया, तो एक्चुअली ये मतलब ये मिथ है कि दिस इज नॉट फॉर बॉयज एंड दिस इज फॉर गर्ल्स ओनली. सो इट इज नॉट मेंशन्ड एनीवेयर ऑन द वेबसाइट ईदर दैट इसमें सिर्फ गर्ल्स ही अप्लाई कर सकती हैं. इट्स ओपन फॉर बोथ बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स. एंड इसमें although in my personal experience I have observed कि number of boys is relatively lesser than girls, but still it's open to all, and like boys can definitely apply for this opportunity.
गॉट
Yeah.
इट. एंड लाइक यू गॉट दिस इंटर्नशिप इन सेकेंड ईयर, एंड सेकेंड ईयर के स्टूडेंट के पास कुछ होता नहीं है सच शोकेस करने के लिए या रिज्यूमे में डालने के लिए, या प्रेप भी उसी लेवल की नहीं होती क्योंकि हम कुछ पढ़े ही नहीं होते हैं. वी जस्ट हैव डन मे बी वन और टू सब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ कंप्यूटर साइंस जो अच्छे से किए होते हैं. CS फंडामेंटल्स, DBMS, ओप्स, OS शायद बाद में आते हैं, राइट? तो हाउ डिड योर प्रिपरेशन जर्नी स्टार्ट? मतलब तुमने कब सोचा था कि तुम्हें प्रिपेयर करना है एंड कैसे प्रिपेयर किया था फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग?
Right. So earlier I did not hear about this opportunity. Like मेरे को पता नहीं था कि Google Step भी कुछ होता है. I started preparing for this V intern role because it was coming in the next year, like in the next summer itself. So earlier I did not know that an opportunity existed like this for second year students as well. So I just started prepare. I started doing my DSA and DSA in my second semester of the college. And in my first semester, I had also tried to explore some other fields of technology like web development and machine learning and even Web3. So in my first semester, I just did some web development related projects because I was getting some interest in this field. And afterwards, from my second semester, I started focusing on DSA, and I was really enjoying the process of doing the problem solving. And I did not really think about targeting any internship as such. I was just doing it because I was liking the problem solving and everything.
Got
And also later on, I also started with competitive programming just 2 months before the Google Step applications opened. And yeah, competitive programming also really helped me in this process.
गॉट इट. हम गूगल स्टेप के प्रोसेस पे आते हैं, बट क्या सेकेंड ईयर में कुछ और एप्लीकेशंस भी होती हैं जो स्टूडेंट अप्लाई कर सकता है एज अ कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियर, जो उसे इंटर्नशिप दिला सकती है? डिड यू अप्लाई फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, या योर फ्रेंड्स वुड हैव अप्लाइड फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स एज अ सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट?
Yeah, so personally, I did not apply for anything else. And also for boys, I don't think there are many opportunities in second year. Like there are some local internships which you can find on LinkedIn and all, but those are not like global hiring by some MNC, by a big tech. So for girls, there are many opportunities which I have heard for second year students. Like there's one by Microsoft as well, one for Uber C++. And for boys, I don't think there are many. Like this is the only one I heard of, and this was also the first one I ever applied at.
Got it. And let's come on to the process that everyone wants to hear. So सबसे पहले how did you apply for it, and कितने time बाद you got a call? from the recruiter, and what was the process thereafter? मतलब थोड़ा डिटेल में बता सकते हो, so that people who are applying for it this year get to know कि हाँ यार कैसे कैसे process होता है and how can they prepare for it.
हाँ, तो I applied it through the off-campus portal. The applications opened in December, so like right now it's November going on. The application started in December for us, and I applied off-campus firstly. Then after a couple of weeks, the Google Step team also came to my college itself on campus, and then I also did apply with the same email and all in the on-campus opportunity. So they merged both my applications into one. So the timeline starts in November, December. The applications open. Then after that, I got the OA link in January, in the mid of January. So the OA was scheduled for late January itself.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, there were two rounds of problem solving technical DSA based interviews scheduled in early February, and there were these two DSA rounds. And after that, yeah, this was the end of the process, and the results were declared towards the end of Feb and earlier March. This was the whole timeline.
Got it, got it. And सबसे पहले आते हैं मतलब was there any online assessment that you appeared for? Is there any online assessment for Google Step?
So there is an online assessment on HackerRank or a similar platform,
हम्म.
wherein there will be two problems, and they are of the difficulty of a code forces 1400 to 1600 types.
अगर हम लीड कोड का
So
कंपेयर करें तो लीड कोड मीडियम क्वेश्चन.
yeah, like one would be lead code medium hard, and one would be hard.
ओके.
So in my case, the OA had like a segment tree question as well. So
हम्म.
yeah, that's another extreme data structure which you must know.
हम्म. एंड उसके बाद you had two rounds of interviews, right?
Right.
So
Hmm.
what was majorly asked in those interview rounds? कितने टाइम का वो interview round था, and what should somebody prepare for if somebody is having that interview round going forward?
So in the first interview, I was asked two questions. The first one was on an easier side. It was like a lead code medium or easy medium types,
हम्म.
and it was related to array data structure. And yeah, it just involved a simple technique only. The second question was of graphs, and it involved DSU and BFS kind of thing.
हम्म.
So to prepare for these kind of interviews, you must be very good with your DSA and problem solving skills. And if you do competitive programming, that will definitely help in both OA as well as interviews.
Got.
And th- in my second round, I had the level was a bit high, and the problems were also of a higher difficulty. So
हम्म.
I was asked one problem initially, and it was a like a lead code hard priority queue problem,
हम्म.
and then I was given a follow-up for the same problem, which was using a completely different approach. So it was using DP as well as priority queue,
Got.
and it would be compared to a lead code hard, like on the harder end only.
Got it. So you can say that majorly the kind of data structures that they touched and the algorithms that they touch are something that people generally don't do in second year. We people in general would have covered till I guess trees or max hash maps, linked lists, queues, stacks. These are topics generally students cover. But yeah, the questions that you got were majorly from DP or graphs or something that was a bit on a higher side for a second year student. Cool. So
Hmm.
after this, you got selected for the internship. How was your internship experience? Like, how different is step internship from SWE internship, and what are the benefits of getting a step internship? What do you exactly get as a step intern?
Yeah. So step intern is basically not at all different from SWE intern, honestly, because both the step interns and SW interns were doing almost similar tasks, and there was like no discrimination on the basis of like this person is step intern and this is SWE intern. So it's the first time for both, and both were given equal attention. So step can be considered as just a SWE intern for second year students.
Okay.
So and what was your other question?
What are the benefits you get as a step intern? Like, what exactly are you going to get? from Google, or why should somebody apply for step internship?
Yeah, so the benefits first is the monetary compensation. It was 77,000 per month in my years.
Internship. Yes.
Yeah, and the other benefits you get are like free cab facilities. You also get an additional component for relocation and accommodation,
Mm-hmm.
and other Google perks like the free food and like some massage points here and there, and like the pre-intern goodies and all these stuff, the laptop, monitor, mouse, keyboard, all these kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the most, like the best benefit is you get to interact with many people, and you get to make so many connections with such brilliant minds, and you get to gain a lot from their experience, which you can utilize for your further internships or full-time opportunities.
Got it. And people generally tend to go through this step internship so that they get a PPI or a potential PPO for their next summer, right? So mostly people would be preparing for that. And what was the criteria for getting selected for a PPI? Was it separate, or there were some interviews again, or was it on the basis of your performance?
Yeah, so it's completely performance based, and they not only look at the project you did, like the project is obviously important, but
Hmm.
most of the people are able to do their projects and all. They also look at how interested were you in throughout the process, how eager were you to learn and grow,
Hmm.
and how well did you manage your project, and like they look at the overall performance of your internship, and then they give the PPI. And getting a PPI is not really difficult in my opinion, because uh, the criteria is not that hard.
Hmm.
Once you get selected for step intern, it's very easy to get SWE intern as well.
Got it. And one more thing, like people would have applied for this opportunity right now. It's November, right? November, December, January. So it's close to 1.5, 2 months for the process to actually start with interviews or online assessment. What would you suggest students should prepare at this point of time, or something someone should go through if he or she is lacking confidence at this point of time for step internship?
Yeah. So you will have your OA first. So clearing the OA is very important to get to the interview stages, and most of the people get filtered out at the OA stage itself.
Hmm.
So for OA, you need to be able to solve both the problems very quickly, because there are a lot of applicants. Every second year student is applying to this, and there are very limited number of seats. So you should be able to do the problems inside 30 minutes, in my opinion. And to prepare for this, you should definitely give coding contests if you do competitive programming, and you should consistently practice your DSA skills. So these will help you, and also try to increase the speed of your problem solving. For the OA, you need the speed factor as well. And for then, if you clear the OA stage, then till the interviews, you'll have another 1 month or so, and after in that you can go through the last year questions or the previous year questions which were asked in Google interviews. So
Hmm.
the important topics would be graphs and DP, in my opinion, because most of my companions were also asked similar topics. So yeah,
Got
you should brush up the recently asked questions in this short span.
got it. Got it. And if somebody is still applying for it, right, what special was there in your resume that you think would have that your profile got shortlisted? So anyone, any suggestions for resume for somebody who's applying for it right now?
Yeah, so you should try to add every achievement and every good project of yours. You should try to highlight everything you have done so far in the best way possible. And like for second year students, you wouldn't probably have any internship experience or anything. So try to compensate it by adding really good projects which you have done. And also try to add your achievements like your competitive programming profile. If you do that, or if you do open source, add the links to your GitHub and all. And other than that, you should add your any like Olympiad or scholarships which you have,
Hmm.
any Olympiad you cleared. And other than that, I didn't have anything much in my resume. This was all.
Cool. Yeah, I think it was great talking to you. A lot of doubts that most of the students had are somehow cleared. Thank you so much, Vansh, for sparing some time coming here, talking about your journey for STEP internship, and wishing you all the best for your coming internship at Google. That was it for this particular
Thank
video. Thank you so much, everyone who was still here. If you still have any doubts, anything, you can let me know in the comments below. I'll be very, very happy to answer. Thank you so much. See you in some other video. Till then, all the best. Good luck and